The Detroit Pistons, a legendary NBA team. Their court has graced a lot of legendary, dare I say, Hall of Fame worthy and all-star players during their history. The likes of Dennis Rodman, Grant Hill, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace, Jerry Stackhouse, Andre Drummond, Joe Dumars, Ben Wallace, and of course, legendary names such as Bill Laimbeer and Isaiah Thomas. They have had a lot of ups and downs over the last decade or two, but the last couple years, well, the last 2 or 3 years, have been very trying times for the franchise, the Detroit Pistons, and this year has been probably one of the worst, if not the worst, in franchise history. Now, last night, the Detroit Pistons were playing the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. And well, they set a record that themselves and dare I say the NBA did not think they were going to set, but unfortunately they were on the road to that this season. And well, we are going to talk about this historic record they set. With that being said, welcome to Normieville.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to a, well, we call you normies.
So we are here, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about this historic record that the Pistons set that happened to be a really, really, really big bummer. A huge letdown, and that is here from CBS Sports. Pistons losing streak. Detroit breaks an NBA single season record with historic 27th loss in a row.
Hey, honey. L for love.
Now, as the article goes, this actually isn't the NBA single season record, I don't believe, but it is the franchise record, if I'm not mistaken. And let's get into the article and let's break down the troubles of the Detroit Pistons. Let's go. The Detroit Pistons have broken the record for most consecutive losses in a single season. They tied the record with a loss to the Brooklyn Nets on Saturday and suffered their 27th straight defeat to the same squad, 118-112 on Tuesday. Only the Philadelphia 76ers, who dropped 28 games in a row between the 2014 and 2015 and the 2015-16 campaigns, have endured a worse losing streak. So let me correct myself, as I said in the beginning. This is the worst streak in NBA history. There's 28 games that they're referring to by the Philadelphia 76ers was actually between 2 different seasons. So respect, yes, the Detroit Pistons have the worst record in the NBA. Damn shame. Detroit started the night strong at Little Caesars Arena and won the first quarter 31-25. However, the Nets outscored the home team by 13 in the second frame to erase that lead. Cade Cunningham's dynamic scoring helped the Pistons remain competitive in the third quarter. He poured in 18 points in the period to keep the score close, but Brooklyn had enough in the tank to edge Detroit out. Cunningham finished with 41 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Bojan Bogdanovic, I'm not going to mess that up, chipped in with 23 points of his own, while Jalen Duren notched a double-double with 12 points and 15 rebounds. Ultimately, however, it was not enough to keep Detroit from making the type of history that no one in their locker room had hoped for, unfortunately.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, this is bad. Monty Williams, which is the head coach of the Detroit Pistons right now, of course, he spoke his piece in the post game, and you even had the owner of the 76ers come out and give a video statement on the team addressing their losses and pretty much telling everyone, just stay with us, okay?
We have a good core. We have a good foundation. We have all these young players, and we have flexibility. So we have to not panic and do the right thing, execute, and have urgency. So that's our balance. We have to thread the needle to create urgency, create change, because we're not where we need to be. But don't ruin the boat here. It's pretty good.
I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but at this point in the season, you know, New Year is coming. The playoff run is about to get hot and heavy here soon. I mean, I don't know what these guys are going to do. They're definitely not going to make the playoffs, right? Unless there's no way, right? They got too many problems, too many holes in the ship. And I don't know what they're going to do in the offseason either, because are they going to get rid of the coach? Are they going to, flip the team around? Like, what are they going to do? They got, I think, so many I don't know, but it's bad. The Pistons have long been aware of how close they were to breaking the record, and head coach Monty Williams believed that the magnitude of Tuesday's game was a distraction for them. Well, they shouldn't allow that, because, I mean, how could it not be a distraction? If they lost the game, they're going to break the record. If they win the game, then they're still one game behind breaking the record. They're going to lose another game probably eventually. So, I mean, how can they not think about it? It's the worst loss consecutively in NBA history. How could they not think about that? They were like one game away, and boom, here it is. Quote, "I'm sure it was." Williams told reporters, "When you look at records, you think of coaches. I'm sure players don't want that attached to the name on their jersey. It's been heavy for a while. That's the nature of this kind of losing streak." Well, yes, it is. Like I said, I don't know what these guys are going to do, but I mean, this just ain't a good look all the way around. Things aren't looking up for Detroit right now, but Cunningham was vocal about the team's need to continue working toward improvement during this post-game media availability on Tuesday. Quote, "Don't jump off the boat. We got to stay together," Cunningham said when asked for his message to his teammates. "Right now is the easiest time to stand off and be on your own, but we need to continue to lean on each other and continue to push each other and hold each other accountable more than ever now." That's going to be really hard to do. On Thursday, Detroit's next chance to end the streak will come against the Boston Celtics at TD Garden. The Pistons will wrap up the 2023 with a home matchup against the Toronto Raptors on December 30th. With 2 more consecutive losses, we'll see them take sole ownership of the longest streak in NBA history. Well, I hope that does not come about. But again, the season is not over, and they're still going to play teams that are, be honest with you, twice as good as they are. So we'll see how this ends up. But in my estimation, they're going to hold the record. They're going to hold this humongous L. They're going to have to hold it high, and it's going to be heavy. Pause. In any case, I hope they can turn around or somehow see some type of light at the end of the season, and somehow turn around in the offseason to make this team great again, because this team has a good pedigree, much like the Lakers and the Celtics. The Pistons have a very historic, honorable history of the franchise, and I hope that this, unfortunately, they're probably going to hold this L too. They're probably going to make this record too, but hopefully down the line they can fix this and make their team great again. So thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a Normie, here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this humongous, legendary record loss in the description box. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.